John Norwig is a Pittsburgh icon. After 32 years as the Steelers' head athletic trainer, Norwig, who is affectionately known as Wig, has announced his retirement. So John, the first question I have for you is when did you figure out that you wanted to get into athletic training?
Oh, that's a long time ago. I guess in 1977, I was a sophomore in college, and I had an academic advisor. I played basketball at a branch campus, Penn State, York. It was a new major at Penn State, and he said, you know, based on your interests and your desires, you might want to look at this. So I enjoyed sports. I grew up around it. My father was a big sports fan. And then also the healthcare part of it was of interest to me. And as I got more and more involved as a student, it became my passion.
While working on his master's degree, Norwig became the head men's basketball trainer at Penn State.
While I was at Penn State, I got to do other things. I worked with a variety of sports. I got to actually teach in the curriculum. I finished a master's degree. If you cut my left arm, I'll bleed blue and white, but if you cut my right arm, I'd bleed black and gold. So it really gave me a great opportunity, a good start.
In 1984, Norwig would have his first NFL experience. That summer, he did an internship with the eventual world champion, San Francisco 49ers.
I had a good friend, a classmate at Penn State, who was an assistant with the 49ers, and he made it easy. I gave him a call and said, hey, can I come out to training camp to see what it's like? And he gave me the opportunity to come out, and that opened a lot of doors for me. Even though I filled the water coolers full of ice, I was a certified athletic trainer and I was doing what a student would do. I really enjoyed it. It was a great experience. And I got to network with some other people there. A year later, I didn't apply for the job, but the athletic director at Vanderbilt called me and said, hey, would you be interested in interviewing for the head athletic trainer's position at Vanderbilt University? Back then, there was no internet. I had to get what they call a blue book, and I looked up where Vanderbilt was, and I didn't realize it was in the Southeastern Conference. Man, what a great opportunity. I think I was 27 years old to go to Vanderbilt, interview, for just to interview, and then actually get the job. So it was a big deal.
In his time at Vanderbilt, Norwig and his staff took care of athletes in 16 intercollegiate sports. In 1991, Norwig got a phone call from the Steelers' then director of football operations, Tom Donahoe.
Tom Donahoe gave me a call, and I thought it was about our college prospects for the NFL. And then he asked me if I would come up here and interview, and I nearly fell off my desk chair. You know, I was super excited, but I didn't know much about the NFL. And I knew that as an athletic trainer, at least in my personal opinion, the most demanding and the most challenging sport was a contact sport, football. Football was, if you were going to be an athletic trainer and really like being an athletic trainer, you wanted to work football.
For the next 3 decades, Norwig roamed the sidelines as the Steelers' head athletic trainer. As I understand it, you're very animated on the sidelines.
Huh. You know, I don't think you can do this, pour your heart and soul into the job and not want to win.
Yeah.
I root for our players. I mean, you develop a relationship with these folks. Even though most of the players are here for 2 or 3, or very few people are here for 10 years, but you do develop a relationship with folks. And I've had a lot of good ones with many, many great athletes.
Do you have a favorite moment from your time here?
In 32 years, I have many great moments. And, you know, we've had quite a bit of success over those 32 years.
Super Bowl's right up there?
Yeah. Yeah, those are super moments.
Now, you've been to 4 of them.
Yeah, I have. We've won 2. So they're more memorable than the 2 we lost.
But I mean, you have to think that you've played at least a small role in that.
I think that good players, great players, make very good coaches and very good athletic trainers and strength coaches and equipment men. We're all good when we win.
You can't do this job for as long as you've done it without having a good support system at home as well, with the hours that you put in, the weekends that you're gone, the training camps, and all that stuff. I mean, you looking forward to stepping away from this all and, you know,
Sure.
at some point and spending time?
Yeah, and I'd be remiss. You're 100% correct. You know, I met my wife while I was in Nashville at Vanderbilt University. Her dad was the deputy sports editor for the Nashville's biggest paper. She realized what she was getting into. She's a big sports fan, and she knew her dad wasn't home very much. We have 2 boys and a girl, and she did a lot of that rearing of those children. She was, and still has been my biggest ally, because you take this home. When you win, everything's good. When you lose, you know, it's not so good. And you're not supposed to, but that still goes home with you.
In 2022, the NFL Hall of Fame, in an effort to honor individuals who affect pro football in a positive manner behind the scenes, began recognizing athletic trainers. That means John Norwig's next stop could be in Canton, Ohio.
I have to be thankful to a lot of people. Tom Donahoe for calling me. I have to be thankful for Mr. Rooney and the Rooney family for taking care of me. I have to be thankful for Kevin Colbert. You know, I worked for 1 year for Coach Knoll. I worked for, I think, 15 or so years for Coach Cowher, and the rest of the time with Coach Tomlin.
So you span the gap there.
Oh, think about the people that I've worked with and how good they've been. But not only that, the physicians that we've had. We have a great group of physicians that provide care for our athletes, and it's important to them. It's just not, hey, they don't wear a banner that says I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler team physician. It's more personal than that, and I know that. And these guys that have been here to help, all my assistants, I think that me being here 32 years has been a reflection of their dedication to their job too, because any successes we have had in here is a result of their hard work as well.